Change is in the air. We're not born with good parenting skills. It is important that we rethink our approach to parenting. Hi everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, founder of Happiness is Love. We make relationships better. What is parenting in a changing world? What does it look like? What does it feel like? There is one thing that we can no longer deny is that change is in the air, and there are so many interventions and innovations every single day. It's time for us parents to upgrade our own skills because we're not born with good parenting skills. We have to invest in our learning and growth because parenting is about mutual learning and mutual growth. Devices and automations are wiping out lots and lots of professions today, and life is becoming smoother, no doubt, easier and more exciting with each passing day. However, as the world is changing, we have to change as well. It is important that we rethink our approach to parenting because with our parenting, we bring up children who will live up in a constantly changing world. So the only thing that is permanent and constant is change, which basically means we have to change with changing times. Parenting in the past has always been about defining a set target and then pushing our children down the road that leads to that target. But it is now time for us to acknowledge that in the rapidly changing world, it is impossible to really just set that one target. A target set now, let's say a career decided upon now for our child may longer exist by the time the child grows to be an adult. The theme for parenting needs to be to prepare our children for the unknown. How do we really prepare our children for the unknown is a question you might be wondering. Well, does parenting for the unknown mean mastering every possible skill on the planet? Does it mean that you should sign up your child for many classes and extracurricular activities as possible? Answer is no. Fortunately, preparing for the unknown does not involve learning everything at all. A child who is prepared for the unknown future does not need 100 skill sets. All he or she needs is the right attitude. We have to shift our focus from nurturing skills in our children to nurturing good attitudes in our children. And here are a few things that I follow with my 3 kids. I hope it's useful. These are all proved by psychology, research, and science. So these are 5 attitudes that will help your child be a winner in any situation. Number 1, the I can attitude. A child who thinks she or he can do something is certain to be able to do anything because he or she is willing to try. Every baby is born with the I can attitude. Unfortunately, in our endeavor to make things look perfect, we tell children that they can't do certain things because we can do it better and faster for them. And so, very soon, they give up. So promise yourself, I will teach my child to do things himself or herself, and I will allow her to do things imperfectly until she or he manages to become their own version of perfect. Number 2, the I can manage attitude. A child who is unfazed and undeterred by changing circumstances will always be a winner because he or she will find a way to make things work. Unfortunately, in our endeavor to show children how much we love them, I'm guilty of the same, we want to do everything we can to make their life easier. And this destroys their I can manage attitude. So let us promise, and let the promise be, I will not worry too much about making things too comfortable for my child. I will allow him or her to find her own way. This is so important. My son he's gone to college, he got a C grade, and he for the first time said, Mom, I know I got this, I can manage this. And this attitude really is helpful because he is motivating himself to upgrade himself without me having to lecture him, preach to him, or shame him. Number 3, the I want to contribute attitude. A child who contributes will be popular everywhere and will also feel fulfilled and happy because of his or her role in others' lives. This is the time to dream and make dreams come true. We must bring up our children who are not afraid to dream. My son is in college and his eyes are full of hope and full of dreams, and that is what is encouraging to see as a parent. Children have an intense desire to contribute, especially this generation, to the world around them and participate in what's happening around them. Unfortunately, because we are so busy, we usually fail to recognize when children are trying to fit themselves into useful roles in the family. So let the promise be, I will allow my child to dream and to do. I will let my child participate and contribute, even if it's a little inconvenient sometimes. Number 4, the I am not afraid attitude. A child who is not afraid of failure will eventually find a way to succeed, because failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. So we as parents have to allow our children to fall, to fail, to make mistakes. As the world changes, everyone in the world will constantly need to learn new things and attempt new things, just like we parents. A child who is afraid of failure will be left behind because he or she is afraid to try. I believe there is only one failure in life, which is to give up, to not try, to not learn. By taking away their power to decide everything, we undermine their confidence and fill them only with fear. So let the promise be, I will allow my child the time and space he or she needs to make decisions and make choices, and I will allow my child even for free play. I will not plan every minute and second in my child's life. I will allow them to make their decisions, and I will give them age-appropriate choices. Number 5, the I understand and empathize attitude. My 18-year-old son always says, Mom, thank you so much for teaching me how to be empathetic. A child who understands people and situations around him or her will be able to achieve more with much less struggle. The age of remembering has now given way to the age of collaboration. Sharing and cooperating for the greater good is the theme of the new world, and it is our responsibility to teach our children. And it first starts with being an understanding and empathetic parent first. To succeed in this world, children must be able to understand and empathize with others, and only if I do it as a parent will my children model the same. Empathy will be the most important skill for the new world, and collaboration, invention, and creation, all of these require empathy. Let the promise be, I will help my children to empathize by communicating with them. Instead of punishing them or shaming them or pushing them, I will allow them to stop and watch and understand where they're at. I will take the time to help them understand other people's point of view. I will communicate, I will express, and I will share with my child. I hope these were useful to you. We are all work and learn. Parenting is about lifelong learning because life never stops teaching us. Here's to us parents, learning, growing, building ourselves, building our children, and building a better tomorrow. I hope this video was useful to you. If you're struggling with any aspect of your life, whether at work or at home, you can reach out to us or comment on the box below. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Please press the ding bell icon button if you haven't subscribed to us already. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep inspiring.